Hey, what's going on? We are live. We are live. Look at my shirt. Enjoy capitalism, y'all. Enjoy capitalism. Celebrate your freedom. Celebrate your life. Feel the energy. Rock and roll. It's showtime. So look, I just want to pop on and say what's up to everyone. What is going on, Ben Rowe, all the way from down under? Man, how you doing? Yes, dude, yes. Love it, love it, love it. Weldon Whitehurst, my brother, how you doing? Good to see you. Chris Martinez. Good Lord, Chris, how you doing, man? It's great to see you. Man, I am doing great. I'm on here to show off my enjoy. Hold on, Scott Ricard is covering it up. Enjoy capitalism. Jeffrey Gitomer had one of these shirts on, and I was like, I got to get one of those shirts. A lot of you hear echoing. You hear echo? Can you hear me now? So what's going on, you guys? What's happening? What's up, Jason Alt, Nicole Young, Curtis Heidel? So as you guys know that follow the Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott, I was down in Nashville with Glenn Morshower over the weekend. And man, we had a blast, a lot of time, good times hanging out. I actually got a picture in front of, what's up, Joe Ingram? Dude, you guys won a big case today in California. You guys won big, man, shutting that governor up. My God, shut him down. Like, did you guys see that report? It's probably not on mainstream media, but it was Governor Newsom there was a California judge, Supreme Court judge, ruled against the Newsom guy, the governor out there, saying, "Hey, dude, you're passing unconstitutional things." Like, he's passing these unconstitutional executive orders or whatever. And so that's man, that's good. I think that's good. I think that's really, really good that man, we live in the United States of America. This country was founded on freedom of a lot of things. Our First Amendment rights, like freedom of speech, man. Like, and there are, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. Frank Nell. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Newsom and unconstitutional mandates are shut up. Dude, I mean, that's crazy. It's like like what? This is the United States of America. This isn't China. Sorry. I know I'm getting a little too political, and I'm going to lose a lot of people, and that's all right. You know, that's all right. I'm sorry that you feel that way. But man, you know, the old saying, I forget who said it. Maybe somebody can remind me. The only way for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing, to sit back and do nothing. And China, like the China plague, that's what Trump's calling. You know, whether you hate the guy, you love the guy, and I'm talking about President Donald J. Trump, number 45 and 46, Donald J. Trump. That's who I'm talking about, the president of the United States. Whether you hate him or you love him, that dude has a work ethic like nobody. Do you know yesterday he did 5? Technically, the 5th one rolled over until the 1:30 in the morning was when he left the podium. So technically he's doing 6 today. So say 5.5 yesterday, 5.5 today. He is currently doing number 4. He still has 1 to do. I was watching it last night after driving back from Nashville, and I was wiped out, just tired, and I was like, I got to get to bed. I'm watching it. I can't stop watching it. I kept thinking, how's this guy going? How is he still going? He started early in the morning. So did I, but like I was driving. He's standing on a stage talking in a mic. He's like, how in the where do you get energy? It's insane. Like that guy has a work ethic second to none. Second to none. Got to give him that. If you can't give him anything else, you got to give him that. Bruce Mills, how in the world are you doing? Love our president. So do I. Amen. Kelly, hey, Kelly. Good to see you. Kelly's amazing, y'all. You need to follow her. Jamie Aguiar. Do I draw your name out too long? Jamie Aguiar. That's right, isn't it? Aguiar. I think I'm saying it right, Jamie. I've only known you for like ever. Anyway, so do you feel the energy for real? Do you feel it? I feel this really positive, amazing energy in the air. I really do. I really do. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I feel this amazing energy. Amazing energy. Thank you, Doug. I am too, man. Thank you. Our president knows how to overtweet. Got to give him that. Yeah, you got to give him that. He can tweet. Man, and he can get up on a stage 5-6 times in a day in 5 different states. Like he's flying all over the dang place. I'm telling you, it's incredible. He is at a rally currently. I have it in the background on YouTube. On man, if you guys aren't following the Right Side Broadcasting Network, it's amazing because they show, unlike mainstream media, they show all of the crowd, and there's 29,000 people in Kenosha, Wisconsin right now, the night before the election at a Trump rally, and there are currently 187,000 people watching it on YouTube on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. They show everything. They don't just do sound bites. They don't do what's even Fox News isn't showing what this Right Side Broadcasting Network. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, Scott. Way to go, man. Way to go. Weldon says, I agree. I'm happy you are talking about the election because this, whether or not we live in nationalism or globalism, I agree with that 1,000%. Rallies don't compare to polls. Half of them are angry Dems watching to push the story the other way. Actually, it's funny you say that because I thought about that. And here's the thing. I look down at who's giving the thumbs up and who's hitting the thumbs down button on YouTube. And there are 56,000 thumbs up and 1.8 thousand thumbs down. That's a dramatic difference. So, and there's, like I said, now 189,064 people watching right now on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. It's incredible. Trump is running a marathon while Biden is hiding or being escorted out of Texas. That was crazy. That was awesome. I mean, nobody caused any harm. There was just a bunch of people with Trump and American flags surrounding the hey, dude, there's the whole shirt. Enjoy capitalism. That's the whole shirt. So, I feel this energy in the air. I really feel an energy. Now, It's a good, I feel a positive energy. So, but here's the thing. Regardless of who wins the election, here's what I know about all my friends who are business owners. We'll go back to work. We'll go, oh man, are you seriously? Are you kidding me? There's got to be something wrong. Oh, well, I got work to do, and we'll go back to work. If Biden wins, that's what'll happen. If Trump wins, that's what'll happen. That's what'll happen. Wow. All right, cool. Our guy won. Let's get back to work. Got work to do. Yeah, I saw that. Well, they're putting, other recommendations. No looting, no riots. Nope. We'll just get back to work. Just get back to work, man. You cannot make it in this world if you're not willing to put in the work. If you're paralyzed by the fear of what'll happen, if I put in all the work and it doesn't work out, you're not going to make it in this life. You got to work your face off. You have to work. And I mean work. Not just stay busy, work. Biden camp saying the Trumpsters we're trying to kill them and run them off the road. If Trump wins, there will be riots, Doug. I agree. There's Dr. Doug McCloy. I said, if Trump wins, I'm going back to work. You'll go back to work. You're a business owner. I'm a business owner. Joe Ingram owns a business. Jamie Aguilar owns a business. Weldon Whitehurst owns a business. Doug Kuzma owns a business. Andre Torres owns a business. We'll work. We'll just go, yes, Trump won. Woohoo. And then we'll go back to work. If Biden wins, we're going to go, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? They stole the election. They did. Something went wrong. Okay. It's time to go back to work. It's that simple. There's never been a time in my life, never. I was not an Obama fan. When Obama got elected, I literally thought the world was going to come to an end. I really thought that. But yet my business flourished and prospered like crazy during the Obama administration. Not because he did anything well. I'm telling you, I like Obamacare. I won't even get into that. Let me just say this. My insurance went from $650 a month to almost $2,000 a month for health insurance. It was crazy. So, yes, your business will grow. Mine will too, man. Mine will explode. It is exploding already. It is exploding. If I wish it was so simple, they're already planning attacks on the White House. You know what's funny about that is I saw they are literally building an unscalable wall around the White House right now because they know he's going to win. And they are like, if you can get across the White House lawn to the White House, I don't know. It's not going to happen. I mean, it's not going to happen. You are a complete idiot if you try. I'm just going to put that out there. I mean, you're beyond an idiot. You're like going to die. Like you're going to die if you try to get to the White House. Just saying, it's going to happen. So I don't recommend that. If you're watching right now and you have any intention on trying to attack the White House and or the president after Trump wins, you may want to rethink your plan. Seriously, you may want to rethink that. Ernest says, my business flourished regardless of who's in office because I made it happen. I built the business. That's right. Are we bringing back thanks, Obama? Oh, Who said? Okay, hold on. I just saw. No, I am not challenging anybody to do that. I figure what I do will be much more important to my future than who wins any election. Alan Baris. Hey, this dude met and hung out with President Ronald Reagan. That guy right there, Alan, met and hung out with President. Wasn't it Reagan, Alan? I think it's yeah. I paid over $72,000 in insurance premiums after Obama. Yep. Worst president ever. I cannot disagree with that statement. I'm sorry, but I can't. I would have to say yes. Weldon said, I voted and I feel like I have been doing my part in this. Now it's time for me to tune out the rest of the BS until the smoke clears. I'm always moving forward no matter what. Amen and amen and amen. Amen. I agree. I agree. Linda, thank you so much for being on here. I love Linda Ann Barber. Linda, I saw your post about you posted something and you lost some friends. Those aren't friends. Those aren't friends. I posted a picture of my I voted Ohio sticker wearing my Trump hat, and I lost some friends, and that's okay. They weren't really friends. Real friends don't care. Glenn Morshower and I don't see eye to eye on everything. And I was hanging out in Nashville, walking around with Glenn with this Trump 2020. Although I can't really wear it. I think it's a joke. I think it's a complete joke. I thought, you know what? If I'm going to be forced to wear a mask, at least I'm going to get some attention. So, Jim, yes. Corey Calvin voted for Kanye. Yeezy. Yes. Linda Ann Barber. Mickey Dell wants everybody to know that somebody is a loser. Am I a loser? Man. Wow. It is amazing how much the tolerant left is not so tolerant when you disagree with them. I know, right? You know, it is what it is, man. I mean, we're a country divided, unfortunately, and it's not new. That's not new. For anybody that says, "Oh, we're more divided than ever," no, we're not. No, we're not. Think about every election cycle. We go through this every 4 years. Every 4 years. It's just the way it is. Like it's the way it is. Bush got blamed for 9/11. I mean, so many things. We go through this every 4 years. Now, has it been a little more vicious? Yes. This year, definitely, it's been a little more vicious. Have the mainstream media, have they tried using the coronavirus for political purposes? I believe they have. I believe that they have. But you know what? I say this all the time. They are far from tolerant. And Jamie lives out there in California with all of my other California friends. Glenn Caldwell, what's up there in Canada, eh? And Robert Brooker up in Canada, eh? Hey, who are you guys voting for? Okay, I know you can't, but who are you rooting for? Who are you hoping will win the election? I want to hear from my Canadian friends. Who are you hoping will win the United States presidential election? I'm really curious. Just taking a poll. I want to see if my polls are accurate. I don't think we're as divided. More people are woke and coming together via red anyways. Canadians are allowed to vote for Biden. Dude, that was funny, Joe. That was pretty funny. That was funny. Many first-time voters. That's awesome. All my Canadian friends ride the Trump train. Glenn said, I think Biden will be better for Canada. Come on, man. Come on. Only one true choice. There is, once again, I don't want more restrictions. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good. And Robert says that is not the choice. Robert and Glenn are both in Canada. And Robert says that is not the choice. Yeah, we don't want more restrictions. Joe is funny. Joe Ingram is really funny. I have a friend in Toronto who's a staunch Trump supporter. My sister is a Canadian Democrat. Robert in Canada says Trump is an easy choice. Trump is a very easy choice for most people who understand it all, for sure. And what are they going to do tomorrow when at 5 the lines are 2 miles long and you know they're all Trump supporters? When all the Trump supporters get off work and want to go vote. Yeah. It's going to be crazy. That's why the last election, it showed Hillary winning until about 9 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. It showed Hillary winning. And then at 9 o'clock, the lines crossed and Hillary went down, Trump went up, and the rest is history. I already voted too. I voted as well. Oh, Alan, did you say something about hold on, I'll go back up and look. I'll go look. There it is. Yes, spent half an hour with President Reagan back in January of 93. Was an awesome half hour with just the two of us. Wow, dude. That's absolutely incredible. So cool. That's all that's voting tomorrow. All the Biden supporters are afraid to go vote in public. I'm afraid you're right, man. I'm afraid that you're right about that. Victory will be ours. You are a blessed and happy man. Keep smiling. Love being happy too. Thank you. I am a blessed and happy man. I guarantee if you get caught in Trump gear after he wins, you will be attacked. Bring it on, ding dong. I'll be wearing my Trump gear. Bring it on, ding dong. Rick Denley, amen, my brother, amen. Go vote. Go vote. I'm doing a Canadian poll to see what the Canadians think. So far, one Canadian says Biden, and another Canadian says the obvious choice is Trump. What say ye? Tyler, Oregon, I had enough of Democrats pointing their fingers at us Republicans and Trump. Tyler, you're in Oregon? Wow. You're in Oregon? Wow, dude. I'm a Trump fan. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm a Trump fan too, and I'm saying bring it on, ding dong. Here's the thing. Trump supporters support the Second Amendment. And before you attack any Trump supporters, you may want to find out what the Second Amendment means, what it's all about. You may want to look into that prior to making the decision to attack any Trump fans. Just saying. PA is the corrupt state. There's a lot of corruption in the government, period. That is why we practice our Second Amendment rights. That's right. So hey, I think I feel an incredible energy. I feel I just feel a great energy in the air. I don't know. I feel a great energy in this world. I really think that we need to get past this election. Trump 2020, Joe Soto. That's right, brother. Andre is ready for the zombie apocalypse. Wow. I have about 20 loaded mags just in case, 10 in my 9mm and 10 in the. Oh my gosh. Voted Trump must be insane if voted different. You know, they outlawed open. Oh, you're in Virginia. That's right. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kevin Bacon. There's my good buddy that served 2 terms as a state senator here in Ohio. I'll give you guys a guess which side of the aisle he's on. I'm not gonna say it. If he wants to say it, he can. All I can say is there's a chance he owns a similar hat. Oh man. Anyway, let's see. Whoever wins, we hope everything stays peaceful for all our American friends and family. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that. I choose the ammo of loving. It never runs out. The problem is when you're being attacked by somebody physically. Yeah. So let's see. My daughter just sent me a text. My daughter, my oldest daughter said she ordered a Trump 2020 sign to hang in her bedroom. And sent me something funny. So, listen, I think that I feel a great energy in the air, a great energy. And regardless of whether or not you love or hate President Donald J. Trump, the 45th and 46th president of the United States, whether or not you love him or hate him, see what I did there? Did anybody catch that? Whether or not you love him or hate him, the dude has a work ethic like nothing I've ever seen. Ever. He is literally at a rally in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and there are 29,000 people there in person. I have it up on YouTube behind me, or behind this window, and there are 192,555 people watching it online. That's a lot on the right side broadcasting network on YouTube. You should check that out, and you should subscribe to that. Everyone that goes to the rallies that Trump goes to, there is a bunch of people crowded and staying six. Everyone that goes to the rallies that Trump goes to, there is a bunch of people crowded and staying 6 feet away from each other. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying there, brother. I'm sorry. You are giving away the plan, bro. 16 years. One nation under God. That's right, Laura Bramlett Wilkerson. Trump's traveling all over your state today, up in Michigan. Crazy. 5 rallies today. It's insane. The Trump trains have been running all over the country, miles long. There, I saw one that was 96 miles long. 96 miles. That's crazy. A 96-mile Trump train. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, I hear you, Arthur, but here's the thing. There is on the right side broadcasting network, these guys constantly are panning the camera throughout the whole crowd. It's pretty amazing what they've done. Pretty amazing. Yeah, hospital on standby. Laura is a physician. She's a nurse practitioner. And yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on in the world. Oh, that was in Arizona. That's crazy. Megan Watson, what's going on? Kevin says insane in the membrane. That's right. So, our apologies from myself and Glenn and Scott that we did not do a full-blown Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott. Scott is traveling. Glenn was traveling. I was traveling, and it just didn't work out. We did a modified version of Glenn in the car. I was kind of there, but I was driving him to the airport. And yeah, so 96-mile Trump train, and Biden has 96 people at his rallies if you total all of them. That includes every single last person from all of the news media outlets, which I think they actually, most of them stopped showing up for the rallies. That's why he's hiding. Nobody shows up. Just saying. Just hopping on. I've seen boards going up all over the place. Hang on. Amen. No apologies necessary. Thank you. I appreciate that. Garrett J. White just dropped just over an hour of what's at stake in this election. It was deep. Dude, there's a lot at stake in this election, man. There's so much at stake in this election. Excuse me. We had over 20,000 vehicles here in Lubbock. Nice, dude. People in Lubbock, Texas keep getting on my website. My website notifies me when somebody gets on it and where they are. So if y'all go to kenwalls.com, you'll see, like, it alerts me. It tells me people are on my website. It tells me where they are too. And I keep seeing these notices from Lubbock, Texas. You do well. Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. Silent majority is showing up. Amen and amen and amen. Hold on. I got to send a text. I just talked about you on my live stream. Come on and say hi. Tell my daughter to pop in here. So, Trump ended his, I know, 1 or 1:30 or something. It was crazy late. Braveheart freedom. That's right. I meant to say was the rallies that Trump goes to, there is a bunch of people not stay. Yeah, I was going to say they're not doing that. That's because they know that it's all a bunch of media hype. Bunch of crap. It's all a bunch of crap. John Shin has been dropping Red Kingdom nuggets all day. Yes. John Shin is funny, dude. My gosh. It worked out. There was a class move from Saturday to Sunday. Hang on. What? What are we talking about, dude? What are we talking about? Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. Put up some billboards for me down there in Lubbock. My friends are the ones leading the Beverly Hills rallies. That's awesome, Jamie. I saw that. I mean, tens of thousands of people. I don't even know. It seemed unlimited. Hey, there's my little girl, Kenna. My little girl. She'll always be my little girl, but she's an older little girl now. She's the one that just said she bought a Trump 2020 sign to hang up in her bedroom. That's awesome, sweetie. Good job. I love you, baby. Brainwashed media morons upset me. They upset me too. I'm with you. Look at all my friends saying hi to you, Kenna. Everybody tell her hi. Send her some love. Kenna Walls is related to me. She's my daughter. Senator. There's Senator Kevin Bacon is in the house. So, Biden goes Sikh, still hiding. There are comments to remove Newsom. Newsom, the governor of California. All right. If you know who Newsom is, drop a 1 in the comments. Just drop a 1 if you know who who everybody is. That's she's a legend born for greatness. My daughter. I'm assuming you're talking about my daughter. Drop a 1 if you know who Biden, go fish. Kenna says Biden would love to sniff this live stream. Oh, okay. So drop a 2 if you think Newsom needs to be evicted from his position on any government level. Kenna says Biden would love to sniff this live stream. Oh, thanks, Megan. She's amazing. Arthur says, "Hey, now there's children present." She's heard it. Kenna has her dad's sense of humor. She does, for sure. So, yeah, he needs to be removed. Like, the dude is seriously a wackadoodle. Kenna is spot on there, all saying. This dude is seriously like, I mean, he's out of his mind. Seriously, out of his mind. Crazy. So good luck to California, man, because if you guys need to get rid of him. And I think Trump is going after, like, I mean, obviously during the election, it's kind of hard to go after everything during all this campaigning. However, during all this campaigning, they won a lawsuit against the wacko governor up in Michigan. There's another one. Her and Newsom, like, my God, if they had kids, they'd be little demons. They just pop out with horns. Be horrible. Anyway, so and destroying California, it's insane. And Pelosi, what's happened in San Francisco, the homeless capital of the world now. Yes, I saw that, but I'm pretty sure doesn't that ruling from today kind of over? I don't know. I'm not an attorney. Kevin's an attorney. Kevin, did you see the ruling against Newsom today that the federal judge or the Supreme Court judge in California ruled against Newsom, calling his executive orders, unconstitutional? It's insane. They'd be little demons. Oh, Kevin has a cottage in Michigan. That's right. Yes, Kenna, that's right. Trump train. So look, I don't care if you like him or you hate him. You cannot deny that the dude has the sickest work ethic of anybody ever. Like, seriously, ever. His work ethic is like, I mean, he literally he did 5 rallies yesterday, didn't finish till 1 or 1:30 in the morning, got up at 8 o'clock, was up and at it at 8 o'clock to do 5 more today. That's crazy. That's insane. Thanksgiving rules. Look at the Thanksgiving rules. All gatherings must be held outside. Gatherings that include more than 3 households are prohibited. Do you understand what that means? Like, that means like mom, dad, if they had 4 kids and they're all married and they have their kids, one of y'all is going to have to sit out. 2 of you, because that would be mom and dad's one family, and then the kids grown. Like, what? And what about Uncle Buck that everybody hates to have over at Thanksgiving, but you include him anyway? And what about Cousin Eddie and his family living in the RV? It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Trump is definitely a cleaner. Don't his country. I believe that he loves the United States of America. And for anybody that, I mean, do you know, like, yes, I realize that maybe he can, I don't know, can he get more? I mean, the dude, the day he took office was what, 11.5 billion net worth. He has donated his $400,000 a year salary to veterans groups every year since he took office. He doesn't even take a salary. I mean, I'm sure he has great health insurance. I'm sure his 401k is pretty nice. I'm just saying, like, do you guys even realize what the dude, my mom's cousin in West Virginia is going to vote tomorrow and is wearing a Trump wig. Oh, that is funny. Oh my God. Big lunch meeting. Oh, I come from the don't mix politics with business. Do you think is wise? I don't. I mean, I just talk what I talk about, man. You know, Tom, I'm a huge Trump fan and most people know it. So, and I've been unfriended by some people that didn't like that, and those aren't friends. So they're not real friends. I have real friends that don't agree with everything I say. So I don't know. I don't think yeah, I saw Arthur. Yes. I think I saw that when Oprah interviewed him. And it's amazing how much the Democrats absolutely loved Trump when he was donating millions of dollars to their campaigns. I mean, you know, they loved him then. It was only when he decided to run that they you know, found him to be incredibly evil. I know this is common knowledge, but could you imagine what he could have accomplished without all the roadblocks? I know it's been crazy. Real over wise any day. Amen. I love your opinion of Ken and the opinions of many. Dr. Bill says I'm your favorite. I voted wearing my silent majority shirt with a flag mask. Dude, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. And you know, I think, and Sandy says it, politics connect to business. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that normally, you know, people do business with. I mean, there are certain companies I won't support because of some of the stuff that they support. I won't do business with them because I don't agree with some of the stuff they support. Just the way it is. I you know, ever since Menards, which I love Menards, needed a brand new washing machine and would have gone to Menards because you save big money at Menards, but mandated every single person, there's a mask. You're not allowed to enter the store if you don't wear a mask. I don't wear masks. I don't. I did it for my buddy Glenn to walk into a restaurant or two, and that's it. But I don't wear masks. Not in Ohio, no way. And Lowe's doesn't care. They're like, come on in, spend your money. I did not go to Menards, and I would have gone to Menards, but I went to Lowe's and spent my $1,000 on a new washer. So that's the way it goes. Trump's money wasn't racist back in the day. Right, it wasn't. He loved that he supports veterans, my other passion. He definitely loves veterans. Look, here's from a 14-year-old's mouth. My 14-year-old daughter. Also, the Democrats loved Trump was sending people checks when COVID shut down people's jobs. Yep. From the mouths of babes. That's right, sweetie. You're right. There's a difference between politics and policy. Question is, do voters know the difference? Can I adopt you? She's smart. She is smart. Yes, now something to be more careful with is COVID. I got a phone call from a friend of mine the other day that him and his wife and his kids all had COVID. They're on the backside of it, and they're all just fine. And pretty sure he's had it more than once. So, I just think we should all enjoy capitalism. Enjoy capitalism. This is directly. I don't even know what she said yet. I haven't read it. I'm getting ready to read it to y'all, but I guarantee it's something incredibly smart, and it's from a physician. She's a doctor. She's a nurse practitioner. Same thing as a doctor. She's a nurse practitioner, and 100% of her patients are in, what do you call them? I forget the name of it, Laura. It's a nursing home, though. We know it as a nursing home. And let's see what she says. The increase in COVID we are seeing is inaccurate. My provider, who tested positive, had to be reported in each county. One person equaled 10 positives. What? What? Are you seriously kidding me? That's insane. That's insane. The numbers are inaccurate. Let me just leave that up there for you guys. Let that sink in. She's in Michigan, and she's a healthcare provider. Her husband is a healthcare provider. That's the reality right there. Right there. There you go. You know that little feeling you've had inside all this time? Like, something doesn't feel right. It's just not adding up. There's another example of how it's not adding up. Right there. It's crazy. That's crazy. My daughter said, did you see when Trump was at a rally talking about when Barron had COVID? He said he used one tissue and was all better. That's funny. That is funny. That's crazy. I have a geriatric practice. My husband is an ER and has urgent cares, and we are seeing an increase in the 20 to 25-year-old population. And I was getting ready to say, COVID cured flu this year. So that's cool. And a lot of other things. There's Jill Rudler. How are you, Jill? Good to see you. You're sitting there. Are you sitting there with the big K, the big Kev? Can we just add Kenna to the Ken and Glenn show asking for a friend? I love it. Joe said, I tested positive for being awesome. So did I. So look, you guys, I feel this amazing positive energy. I feel it. I just feel like Kevin. I know, that's why. She's in Florida. You're down in Florida. Well, it's great to see you and Kevin on here at the same time. Wow, that's cool. And you're in Florida. Hey, what are the masks? What are they all wearing masks in Florida? That's a rhetorical question. Oh, like a Trump wave, like a storm is a brewing. Yes. Yep. So look, tomorrow is going to be an epic day. And again, now listen, regardless of who wins, if Biden wins, get really upset, get really angry and upset and go, ah, and then get back to work. And I know you all, I already know you will, because that's what we do. If Biden wins, get upset, get angry, maybe look at your circle of friends and family and decide if you're going to stay friends and family with them, especially if they, just saying. Our crazy Virginia governor said we will have more like a week of elections. That's not going to happen. If Biden wins, I'm going to learn Chinese. Oh my God, that's funny. God bless everybody. Seriously, in this live stream right now, all of your families. I send you all love. Send you positive energy. And I pray for this country, for peace. Like, for just everybody chill out, man. Chill out. We don't have to burn. It's been like this for a long time. There's no need to go out and set buildings and businesses on fire. There's no need to kill people. It's not necessary. So I'm going to pray for peace, no matter what. I have met with Biden, FYI. I worked both sides of the aisle when in politics. You have to, right? You have to. I'm sure he was a little more coherent back then, Kevin. So pray for President Trump. Pray for our country. Pray for Biden. Pray for peace in this country. We can win without being angry and pissed off at each other. The rioters aren't the Trump supporters. I get that. I get that. Joe is praying for bacon. Well, dude, look. He's here. You've got bacon. Kevin Bacon is here, dude. Prayers answered. See how fast God works in your life, Joe? Especially when you're on my live streams. I just want to point that out. Like, it just happened that fast. Like, Joe prays for bacon, and bam, there it is. You're welcome. Sorry, Kevin. I had to. Sorry, dude. So look. Oh, Megan, that's funny. That's funny. I'm praying for peace. Like, we need peace. We need peace in this country. And I do hope that, I really truly do pray that after this is over tomorrow, we can't, and did somebody really say they're going to extend the election? Who said that? Somebody who just said that about this extending the, I pray for bacon, you give me a dumpster fire bacon. Oh, that is too funny. Where did he say that? Let's take a dumpster fire poll for tomorrow. What's that? I don't even know what that is. What's a dumpster fire poll? Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. I said that originally, just for the record. My name's Joe Biden, and I approve this message. So I'm kidding. I didn't. That was JFK said that. Bacon you won't have if Biden wins. Oh, that's funny. So, New York Times, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Yeah, there's no way that I don't see how they can allow that. I don't think it'll be allowed. I believe that once Trump wins tomorrow, and they try to pull that stuff. He's got friends at the Supreme Court. So I don't know how all that works. Kevin Bacon would understand that a lot better if he wasn't out setting dumpster fires. Kevin, why are you talking about, dude? You're a senator, man. You shouldn't be out setting dumpster fires. I'm kidding. Former senator. So anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm done. I'm ranting. We have a lot of people on here still. That's crazy. Are you guys feeling this energy? It's crazy. if Biden wins, we get crispy noodles. Okay. So look, if you any of you were to call me and ask for advice, hold it. Kevin just said, I don't set dumpster fires. Oh, Biden 2024. My friend who created our Nevada judges streamed the Trump case in Vegas. Check out the YouTube page. Okay. Senator Bacon is out among the people. Fire. Oh my God. Let's see where I'm missing comments here. I know I am. I saw something. Lindsay says, I feel like we are pulling a college final all-nighter tomorrow night. I know it's there's an intense energy. I feel this unbelievable intense energy. Very, very intense energy. John Bonzer says, hey Ken, just tuned in. I had a pond dug and the guy used the dirt to build me a mountain. Sitting on it, drinking a cup of coffee and some chunky chocolate chip cookies. Dropped them and my dog ate them. I got one. It's 46 degrees, no wind, beautiful night, bright moon, and stars are bright. All's good here in East Texas. Wish I had some chunky chocolate chip cookies. I voted early for America, not a party. Well, thank you for that. Amen. So, excuse me. Hey, God bless you all. God bless the United States of America. And I am looking forward. And somebody said something about me looking tired. I am tired. I hate the time changes. I always end up tired right after a time change. That's it. John, jump on live. So listen, you guys all rock. Thank you for being on here, Arthur. I hope that dog enjoyed that cookie, right? God bless Kenna. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. I love my kids. Kenna is a beautiful young lady who's incredibly smart. So, enjoy this evening. Tomorrow is, Arthur, I was wondering about that because there's a stretch I know through Indiana that doesn't change. Arizona. Why? How did they get that? Why? And how? I think the time change is stupid. I wish they'd do away with it. Anyway, look. God bless y'all. God bless the United States. God bless your families. Pray for President Trump. Pray for Biden. Pray for this country to man, we gotta stop the madness. We gotta stop. regardless of who wins, which I believe it'll be Trump. But either way, we got to stop. We got to stop. It's time to heal. Time to get on with it. Get on with it. Let's go. Anyway, listen, you guys, there are legislative proposals to do away with the time change. They need to. Wasn't that for farming originally, back before tractors had lights brighter than a football field? Like some of those combines now, like it's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Eric, no wonder Eric gets thrown in Facebook jail and Instagram jail all the time with comments like that. Dude, what's wrong with you? Never mind. We don't have enough time to discuss what's wrong with you. All right, listen. Here, Arthur's, man, that was a fast typed message. I was getting ready to go. Although daylight saving time was originally introduced in the U.S. during World War I, it didn't become yearly observance until 1966, when it was made permanent under the Uniform Time Act. Shortly after, Arizona and Hawaii decided to opt out of the change, with Arizona citing the climate of the state in 1968. Nice. Excuse me. I don't talk politics usually, but I want to mention this. I saw a Biden parade here in Mineola, Texas. It was a crossover pulling a trailer with 6 rocking horses, and each one had a Biden flag. I didn't get ugly. I watched the whole parade, and after 30 seconds went home. Oh, that was funny, man. That was pretty good. That was funny. Swap the time change for term limits in public office. That would force mentoring the younger generations to skill up sooner. Although, hey, my Canadian friends, stay classy. Although the term limits thing, Kevin Bacon was on here one night when we were talking about that. I mentioned it, and he was in the comments. He was a 2-term state senator here in Ohio, and state senate in Ohio has term limits. They can do 2 terms, which he did both. Although he said on that in the comments that night, Kevin, you should just hop on here with me, dude. You want to hop on real quick? I don't have to leave. I can bring Kevin Bacon, former state senator. Is it former or is it just is it Senator Kevin Bacon? I could bring him on right now, y'all, and we could just get some good old-fashioned freaking feedback from a guy that knows the political arena very, very well. Who would like to see Kevin jump on here with me live? Drop a 1, drop a 1, drop a 1, drop a 1. And I'll bring my daughter Kenna on. Why not? Kenna, if you want to jump on here with Dad, say I'll jump on. She'll be shy as all get out. I promise you that. Kevin, you want to do it? If you want to do it, I'll send you the link right now, bro. I'll send you the link right now. Is that a yes? Am I getting a yes? I can't see. I'm trying to. Kevin, you want to? All right, I'm going to look him up on Facebook. I'm going to send this to you in Facebook Messenger, Kevin. I hope you're saying yes. I can't see the comments right now because I'm looking you up on Facebook. There it is. Good. We're still friends. Kevin has not unfriended me from my political beliefs, so that's good. Kevin said, okay, all right, all righty. We're going to bring Senator Kevin Bacon on with us. He's been on Fox News many, many times. Kevin, just open that up on a laptop or a computer in Google Chrome and join me, my brother. So I just sent Kevin the link. He's jump on here. He's been on John Hannity's show. In fact, let me see if I can just find a little clip to play for you guys of Senator Bacon with with Sean Hannity. So Kevin Bacon, Sean Hannity. I'll see if I can find a clip with. Let's see if I can find. Let's see, Senator. Maybe I should type in Senator. Senator Kevin Bacon, Sean Hannity. No, Senator Kevin. I know he's been on. Kevin, why aren't your YouTube clips showing up? All right, so Kevin will be here shortly. I just sent him the link. He is going to be on here shortly. So share this out. Call your friends. Let everybody know that Kevin Bacon, state senator extraordinaire, good friend of mine, is coming on. He's going to join us and talk about why he said we should not have term limits. And he actually made a good point, and I want him to talk about it. So I'm going to bring Senator Kevin Bacon on, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the state of the election, the Electoral College. We might just chat it up about everything. Have to brag on my daughter. Got a Citizen Award and is only in first grade. Oh, that's awesome, Sherry. Congratulations. That's so awesome. Okay, let me go through all the comments. Frank Nell says, God bless you, Ken. Have a great night ahead. Take a tight sleep and to refresh your tired body. Regards to your lovely and precious kids. Keep safe and healthy always. I think I read all that right. When Kennedy asked what it would take to put a man on the moon, his top scientist said, the will to do it. We can do anything with a strong will. Amen and amen and amen on that. And we have Senator Bacon. Hang on a second. Strong will. There he is. Hey, you gotta shut me off in the background, though. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can. How you doing, Kevin?
I wasn't prepared to be on tonight, so I'm a little scruffy. So glad.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. You're not in session right now. Well, you're not a senator anymore, or are you? Are you once a senator, always a senator, or how does that work?
Well, yeah, if you want to use my title, that's great. But no, I was term limited out end of 2018.
I got you. So talk about you had said before somehow term limits came up. I think I brought them up before on a live stream, said, yeah, we need to get rid of term limits and blah, blah, blah. And you said they're actually good they serve a purpose. What is that?
No, I think generally most states that enact term limits regret having term limits. The reason is that, for example, in Ohio, you have an 8-year term limit for the House or the Senate. But most legislators, many will find other job opportunities and leave even before the 8 years are up, because they know their 8 years are almost up. So they'll go be a county commissioner or otherwise. And the issue is that you cede a lot of power to the bureaucrats, the staff, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's where it becomes a little complicated. I think most.
Hey, John says your lighting sucks, dude.
I'll turn. Is that better?
Now you're backlit. Need lighting on your face. That's all right. It'll work. There you go. That's a little better right there. So you believe term limits are a good thing then?
No, I mean, generally speaking, most states that have enacted term limits don't believe that they have worked out well.
Let's look at somebody like, I don't know, Biden, who's not done anything in 47 years in Washington. There's no term limits on his position, right?
Yeah. Well, there are pros and cons.
Did I just become
Well,
unbiased?
when you have, if you want to have term limits, let's put it this way: if you want to have term limits, how long do you want to have them? 8 years, I think we found in Ohio, was way too short. If you had a longer term limit, then at least you could have legislators that run for a longer period of time and gaining more experience. With the case of Joe Biden and others on the congressional level, some would say that if you're in too long, that you become institutionalized and you become too beholden to the bureaucracy. So I think if you are going to have term limits, there's a happy medium in there. I think 8 years most would believe is way too short. So
yeah, and I think I mean, because it does become a good old boys club, doesn't it?
In some cases, it just depends. Like I said, there are pros and cons. If you have a legislator that's been in for a long time, for example, if you go back to some years before just a few years before I came in, you had Bob Netzley in the General Assembly in Ohio. He had been in since JFK was president.
Wow.
And but you had someone with institutional knowledge, someone with a lot of experience who could handle issues, and really build up a lot of experience. And to that, there is a big benefit. So it can cut both ways. But I would say that 8 years is too short.
What do you think a good limit would be? 4 terms, 3 terms?
There has been consensus, even with the people in Ohio that wanted term limits, to say that 3 or 4 terms would be better than 2. So the group that led the effort to create 8 years of term limits in Ohio has agreed that it's too short. So I think most would agree that at least 12.
But when you were in office here in Ohio, you pushed through. You were able to push through some. I know of at least one bill that you got pushed through that helped families with children of special needs, right?
Yes.
What was that bill? I forget what it was called. I just remember seeing you with the governor.
Yeah. Well, there were several bills. One was to create a program so that kids could get diagnosed with autism at an earlier age. It was a screening program for autism.
Yeah.
And another so that the county boards of disabilities could administer services faster, cut out a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
I did quite a few, pieces of legislation for people with disabilities.
Yeah. You did a lot of good, and then you reached your term limit and that was it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the catch-22 of the whole situation is, a legislator who's been in maybe 8 years is just really kind of getting started. They're building experience. So you're getting rid of that experience. But then again, if someone's been in too long, I can kind of see where there's concerns about them being too complacent.
And that, John says that here. What about those that ride the system and do nothing? Dude, that I know you're not going to sit here and call out anybody. That would be politically incorrect for you. I get that. But there's plenty of people in government, elected government positions that ride the system. They're not really doing much.
Yeah. Yeah. You're always going to have that. Once you elect them in, there's no one that can fire them until the term is ended, then vote them out.
And in a lot of cases, they have their constituents, their voters are all fooled. So they're going to just keep voting for them because of name recognition.
And that's just it. It's very hard when you're in elected office to really convey to your constituents all that you're doing, because every day you're dealing with new issues and sometimes very complicated. Yeah. And it is very difficult when you're in an elected office to convey everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
because first of all, you have to find a way to get the message out. And second, who's paying attention to you at that moment when you blast out your social media or your press release or whatever. So it's kind of like drinking out of a fire hose, at times. You have to be willing just to do the job for the right reasons, even though you know that 90% of the time, 90% of the time, people aren't going to really know all that you've actually done. But it's just part of the job.
So Charles asked a great question. You did run for a congressional seat, right? Yeah. Probably it was, I think you got into that race a little late though, didn't you? Didn't you? Or was it from the onset?
I wouldn't say late. It was probably kind of a happy medium. When that race took place, it was because the former congressional member was, had said that he was going to leave office. So then it becomes kind of a scurry, and then everyone's evaluating when do you enter the race, early, late, and there are advantages to it, disadvantages. So I think we got in at at an okay time. But then you have to factor in many other thing. The race that I was in, just to put it simply, was Franklin County against the rest of the district. What a lot of the rural counties were not too accepting to wanting a Franklin County, member to be their congressional member. It's a lot of tension between the rural counties, and some would say Franklin County is too close to Columbus. So you had a lot of that going on, but no, it was all okay. I'm glad that I ran, and it is what it is. And Troy Balderson is doing a good job, and he's a friend of mine. We served in the Senate together, and I've been up to visit him on Capitol Hill in his congressional office. So,
did you in Washington?
Oh yeah. Troy and I have known each other quite some years, and we're friends, and so it's okay. It's just the way it works out in politics sometimes.
Yeah. Any plans of future runs?
No, not at this time. I'm enjoying private sector and hanging out, being on Ken Wall's live streams and things like that.
Glenn's teaching his class tonight, or he'd be on here with me for sure. But I think that, and somebody said, what was your goal in running for Congress? What would one of your goals be what would you like to see changed on a federal level?
Well, the federal level, there's a lot that should be changed. Unfortunately, it's hard for one person to do it. Going back to when I ran, things have changed even since then, but it's just the culture of being in Congress, of the way things are done. If you look at the way the congressional members operated back in the 80s, for example, when Ronald Reagan was president and Democrat Tip O'Neill was speaker, the collegiality was much different back then. So I think I could have infused some of that. I wouldn't kid you to say that one person can change it all, but I would have done my part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I think like I saw, and I don't. Well, I've already made this what's the word? Very biased live stream, but I saw something. I don't know where I don't remember where I saw it now, but that what would Biden have made his last year as VP? What's the vice president make? 375 or something like that?
I actually don't know. I think the president makes about 400,000, and then they have an additional maybe $50,000 expense account and some other things. I don't know what VP makes.
Less than the president.
I would assume.
I assume. And then I saw that was his last year earnings was 300 and something. And then from 2016 to 2018, he made 16.5 million. I'm
Well,
like, how do you go from 375,000 you leave office and make 16.5 million? That's a
well,
big jump.
that's just it. When you're president or vice president, the salary that you make really isn't much compared to what you can make when you get on the speaking on the circuit. I had conversations with John Kasich and some others about that, and yeah, you can go out and tear it up a little bit when you get out of office.
Yeah. I heard somebody said Kasich endorsed Biden.
Well, I don't know if it was an official endorsement, but he did go speak at the Democrat convention in favor of him, or something to that effect. Yeah, I saw him like the day before he went to go do that, but I don't know if it was an official endorsement, but he definitely spoke at the Democrat convention in favor of him.
Wow. Yeah, Trump's not well liked, and that's what people don't really understand. He's not liked in the Republican Party that well either.
It depends on who you ask.
Right. And what time of day.
Yeah.
And what bill they're trying to get through or whatever. Oh, dude. Politics is crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh, here Ernest said VP salary. Oh, so it's significantly less. Wonder how he got the extra $100,000 then his last year in office. I'm kidding. Anyway, so what else, man? What else do you think people need to know about politics? Let's talk about let's talk about lobbying. What's lobbying all about? What does that? Honestly, I've never really understood what lobbying is. What it is.
Most of the people I've dealt with, many lobbyists over the years, and most of it really isn't, as bad as what people think. When I was a state legislator, for example, first of all, there's a lobbyist for every interest group that you can imagine. And when I say interest group, that's not necessarily a bad word. There's lobbyists for healthcare, for education, for charities. Every charity you can imagine has some kind of lobbyist, and every business, everybody does.
Yeah. And
most of their job is to come in and educate legislators on issues. And by and large, I would say most of them were pretty forthright and honest with what they were saying. If they weren't, then if they established a bad reputation, you know not to trust them. Now, when you talk to a lobbyist, you also have to know that that they have an interest to represent. So you have to be able to kind of filter that out.
Yeah.
So it's like any profession. There are good ones and there are bad ones, and for the bad ones, you can figure out who they are pretty quickly. So
they stand up and slime drips off of them onto the chair.
Most of them, it's really not as big of a deal as what most people think. They come in and state their case much like a lawyer or anybody else, and when you're the legislator, you have to balance both sides and make a decision.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. So Sandy McNichol still want to hear Kevin's goal in politics. What was your goal? Why'd you get into it? Because you were a prosecuting attorney. I mean, you're a friend of mine, so we know each other pretty well. I mean, you were a prosecutor. You've done a lot of things. What made you decide to get into politics?
I grew up with it, and I grew up in Northwestern Ohio, and my family was just involved civically, in the public. I had a dad who was an attorney. He did serve a term as city attorney and county prosecutor, and they were both just very involved in charities and public office and things of that nature. So I grew up with it, and I was able to early in life see how you can impact people's lives in a positive manner.
Yeah.
And I found that fascinating. So the first office I ran for was township trustee in Blendon Township here in Franklin County. And I just enjoyed it. And ever since then wanted to be able to move up and make a bigger impact.
Dude, you have, man. You and I've we survived an earthquake together. We did. I'll never forget that, man.
We're sitting in the conference room in Worthington and the building started to shake. And we were on the second floor, you know.
Yeah, we could have died easily that day. We made it through. What was it? It was an aftershock or something, tremors from something.
Yeah. You were coming in to give me a bid on my website.
Yep. I said, if you don't pick me, things could get really rough around here, dude.
And the ground started to shake.
That's so funny. You're like, okay, I get it. You're hired. Anyway, so man, we need to get together and do lunch, man. We keep saying that. We need to get lunch. Maybe after November 4th, we can connect and do lunch.
Absolutely. Next time I'm going to be in your show, let me know so I can shave and wear a nice shirt and have good lighting and
it's all good, dude. I'm glad you popped on for a little bit. Hey, even your better half is on here laughing.
Yep, she keeps saying LOL. I'm not sure what to think about that, but
okay. I don't know. I'm not sure why she said LOL. What? And Sandy says, "What are you doing? You're in education, right?"
Who?
You. What is it you're doing?
Oh. Right now, I do political lobbying and consulting. I do some work for an education group called School Choice Ohio and some other things. So
you're helping the education system.
Yeah, mostly all Capital Square work. So yeah,
that's awesome, dude. Kevin Bacon. It was something about the pork. What? I missed pork.
So, well, there's probably a play on my last name and also the fact that I like to smoke a lot of meat. So that's my
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I need to come over. Yes, school choice. Are you for that school choice?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah. I do a lot of work in the arena right now. So
I heard it last night somewhere. About the money should follow a student, not a district, or something like that.
Yeah, that is the school choice movement. Many of us believe that when a student enters the system, that they should be able to go to any educational institution, and whatever money is allocated to them should go with them, as opposed to stay in their home school district. And that's what the concept is.
But wouldn't that be hard because some school districts have higher tax rates than others, so that they're going to have more money per student?
Well, when you have a situation where you have schools that have real estate taxes, which all of them do, right now, if a student goes from one school to another, the real estate tax still stay in the actual district. But there's much debate about how much freedom you should give a student to go wherever they want. And when you pay taxes, the question is, are you paying it to the school, or are you paying it to have a student to be educated wherever their parents please? And that's where the debate comes
in. Wow. And you have logistics of getting to the other school across town being a traffic issue.
Yeah, and in some situations, you can get transportation to your private school. It gets a little complicated, but not always. So like in my case, my kids go to private school. I always had to drive them. So
yeah, I think that like Megan says, we ran out of funding one year during the kids' school year. We literally had no budget for copy paper.
Yeah,
jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I think though that if this is just my thought on it, and I don't know enough about it. I hated school my entire life. So, in fact, I hated it so much I walked out. But I think that it would, if you're giving children the choice of what school to go to, I would think that it would make schools be better. They would be forced to be better.
That's the whole concept, is that it would force them to compete.
Yeah.
And we have seen that. There was a scholarship, for example, created before I went to the General Assembly for kids with autism. And then when I got to the General Assembly, I extended that to kids with all disabilities. And the whole idea is that scholarship can be used if your particular school isn't giving you the services that you want. You can take that scholarship and apply it to a private school or an autism academy or otherwise. And it does force competition. And I believe that I've seen many of the public school systems drastically improve their programs because of that competition.
Yeah, definitely. I got to tell you, man, that's awesome. I think we need to have you come on some night and let Glenn fire some questions at you. Huh?
I would love it.
He would have good questions. I can promise you that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we'll have you come
I'll
on.
be cleaned up a little better then.
Yeah, you'll have to have better lighting. I highly recommend one of these umbrella lights like that there.
Well,
just get one and set it up, dude.
I will tell you, from the time you sent me a message saying, do you want to be on the show? I didn't have time to go out and buy one. Heck, neither did I have time to shave or put a decent shirt on.
You're good, dude.
I did have time to sit in front of a Salvador Dali print, even though it didn't matter because the lighting's not good. So.
Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, how important is it for everybody to make sure they go vote?
Very important.
Go vote, man. Everybody go vote. Kevin, stay with me. I'm going to end this.
Okay.
Thanks for hopping on, dude. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And Megan says, oh, fancy pants. So, all right. Hey, you guys have a great night. Thanks for being on here. We will see you later. Peace. Make sure you go vote. Go vote.